I've lived in the area for, well, 10 years now, and now I've got the bike. I'm exploring new places that I've never seen before. I'm James, and this is my rider story. So I'm a Norfolk boy, born and bred. I moved to London far too long ago now, probably 15 years, which seems like a long time. So yeah, journalist by trade, covering the automotive sector. I went from a staff member on a magazine into freelance, and that has sorted me perfectly. It's a perfect balance between work and home life. And now I more or less can choose when I work and when I don't work, deadlines permitting. And when I have free time, I need to escape either with the family or by myself on the back of the bike. I'd always wanted to ride motorbikes. When I was 16 and 17, all my friends had 50cc's and 125s, but I never had the cash to get one myself, and I was always incredibly jealous of them as they were scooting around the back roads of where I grew up on there. I think one had a DT50, one had a Yamaha of some description, one had a Yamaha Fizzy, which is now worth an absolute mint, but I could never afford it. So yeah, 17, and then life got in the way. Went to university, then lived abroad, then got married and had family, so it was never possible until now. So I thought, well, why not? Strike while the iron's hot. I've got a little bit of money that I can actually pay for a motorbike now, so I'll jump on the back of it and let's get going. I have always loved adventure bikes. I like the idea of them. I think, you know, they can take you places and you can go exploring and stuff. So it's that really. The Sinnis Terrain is arguably the only bike as a 125 that is adventure styled and can give you that experience. So the styling, I guess, is the biggest thing that I like about it, if I'm being perfectly honest, yeah. For what is a relatively small amount of money, you get an awful lot of bike, and added to the fact that it has that styling about it and that ability, then that was the thing that attracted me to it, and I thought, yeah, I'm sold here. The Toro exhaust is a must-have, I think, for the Sinnis. I've sold myself on the ability that living in southeast London, that I needed it for safety reasons, so other traffic could hear me coming, which is, you know, that's a decent enough reason, but also it was just, you know, the sound it gave you and the feeling as well when you're riding it, that, you know, it's all about fun. And that's why I wanted to buy, another reason for buying a bike as well. And the Toro exhaust was just an added addition to that fun level. I ride because I need to escape. You know, everyone's life is pretty stressful. You go to work, you do a day's work, and things can feel like 100 miles an hour, and I need that head clearing. And I used to do it on my road bike, pedaling along, which was fine, it's brilliant. But, you know, I'd always wanted to have a bike, and once I decided that I was going to get one, and then got the Sinnis Terrain, it was another way to detach, basically, you know. Clear your head, especially here when you can get very quickly from Bromley out into the Kent countryside. And then there's just nothing, you know. Mostly, if you know where you're going, there's single track roads and there's not a lot of traffic really. And you can see deers and, you know, birds in the sky, and it's brilliant, you know. Helps clear the cobwebs out, and then you can come back and then you're refreshed and you think, yeah, I can get on with the next part of whatever I've got to do in the daily life. Kent's one of those places. It's very historic because it's so close to London. There's a lot of stuff going on from famous people that wanted to get out into the countryside, so they went straight into Kent. So there's a lot of kind of National Trust places about, and there's one specifically called Toys Hill, which is about 20-ish miles, 25 miles maybe from Bromley. And the minute you're 4 miles and you're outside of Bromley, you're onto the back roads, you're into the fields and the countryside. And it's nice winding, not very fast because they're very small roads, but it takes you out straight away into that beautiful countryside, and you go literally up a hill to the top of Toys Hill Wood, and it's peaceful. There's not a lot going on. You hear the birds tweeting, and that's about it. And well, it's one of the places where you can just sit and collect your thoughts once you've got there.